Nothing is perfect, and it's okay, but when it comes to a fighter jet, it could cost you a war. In this video, we're going to look at an upgrade that was kept a secret as it enhanced the F-35 to air dominance. What did they do? Is it really that big of a threat? Watch ahead to find out. The F-35 Lightning, an advanced military aircraft, is currently facing a significant challenge related to its engine. Despite its impressive performance, the Pratt & Whitney F135 engine, which powers all three variants of the F-35, is encountering a critical issue: insufficient cooling to meet the rising demands of advanced electronic systems and weapons. In the realm of high-performance electronics, heat generation is an inevitable outcome of electrical current flow. While smaller devices like cell phones can manage heat through passive cooling methods, more powerful machines require robust cooling solutions. This is particularly true for fighter jets, which house advanced electronic systems and rely on optimal cooling to prevent overheating. Fifth-generation fighters such as the F-35 are akin to flying data centers, processing vast amounts of information for sensor fusion and operational purposes. Consequently, the cooling requirements for their electronic systems are substantial. Overcoming this challenge necessitates innovative cooling mechanisms integrated into their jet engines. Jet engines not only provide thrust but also play a crucial role in cooling. Effective cooling mechanisms are essential to ensure the reliable operation of the aircraft's electronic systems. Advanced air circulation and liquid cooling systems are being explored to address the F-35's demanding cooling requirements and optimize its performance. This cooling issue has prompted the possibility of an engine competition, involving industry giants during the F-35 production run. The objective is to develop enhanced cooling capabilities that can effectively support the growing demands of advanced electronic systems and weapons. By addressing these challenges, the F-35 and similar high-performance fighter jets can maintain their operational effectiveness in complex environments. The F-35 faces a critical cooling challenge due to the escalating demands of advanced electronic systems and weapons. Innovative cooling solutions integrated into the engine design are crucial to prevent overheating and ensure optimal performance. The ongoing engine competition highlights the significance of addressing cooling issues to meet the evolving needs of modern fighter aircraft. Engine upgrades. The engine of the F-35 Lightning plays a vital role in addressing the cooling challenges faced by the aircraft's advanced electronic systems. It accomplishes this by extracting compressed air and directing it through heat exchangers to dissipate heat away from the electronics. This diverted airflow, known as bleed air, is a crucial component of a jet engine design, particularly for fifth-generation fighters like the F-35. As the F-35 continues to undergo upgrades to ensure its operational effectiveness well into the 2070s, the latest enhancement is referred to as Block 4. Block 4 brings a multitude of improvements, including significantly enhanced computing power, processing power, and memory compared to its predecessors. With these advanced electronics, the cooling capability becomes even more critical. The initial specification for the F135 engine allocated 15 kilowatts of bleed air extraction specifically to support the cooling requirements of the aircraft. However, as the electronic systems become more advanced and demanding, there is a need to reassess and potentially increase the cooling capability of the engine. While the adaptive engines appear to be promising upgrades for the F-35, there are significant challenges to consider. One major challenge is that the F-35 fleet would need to maintain two different engine designs from different manufacturers, which could make maintenance and parts sourcing complex. Furthermore, the XA-100 and XA-101 engines were primarily designed to fit the Air Force's F-35A variant, while they may also fit the Navy's F-35C variant. Significant modifications would likely be necessary for the Marine Corps' F-35B variant, which features short takeoff and vertical landing capabilities. These considerations highlight the complexities involved in introducing new engine options for the F-35. While the adaptive engines offer exciting performance and thermal management improvements, the logistical and compatibility challenges need to be carefully addressed to ensure successful integration across the different variants of the F-35 fleet. These are concerns regarding the feasibility of fitting an adaptive engine in the F-35B variant. This raises questions about whether the F-35B model would be compatible with an adaptive engine at all. This adds an extra layer of complexity in terms of maintenance and support, in addition to the existing cooling challenges faced by the current engines. If an adaptive engine cannot be successfully designed for the F-35B variant, it could mean that the Stovall version would remain limited to Block 3 upgrades for its entire operational lifespan. This limitation could impact the potential performance enhancements and advancements that the adaptive engines offer. It underscores the need to carefully consider the technical and logistical aspects to ensure that any engine upgrades align effectively with the requirements of each F-35 variant, including the F-35B. Competition. As the F-35 enters what many consider the midpoint of its production run, the emergence of the GE XA-100 adaptive engine creates a potential competition for the aircraft. With several NATO countries recently selecting the F-35 as their primary fighter, and over 900 examples already built, the F-35 production line is expected to continue producing new models and providing ongoing support for many years to come. While there's no doubt that the GE or Pratt & Whitney adaptive engines could bring benefits to F-35, there are factors to consider. The upfront costs and ongoing maintenance challenges associated with the adaptive engines may pose challenges that outweigh the additional improvements they offer. Consequently, at present, Congress appears to be leaning towards Pratt & Whitney's Engine Core Upgrade (ECU) for the existing F-135 engines. This indicates a preference for enhancing the current engines rather than pursuing the potentially more complex route of adopting adaptive engines. Ultimately, the decision regarding engine upgrades for the F-35 will require careful consideration of various factors, including cost effectiveness, performance improvements, compatibility with different variants, and the long-term sustaining of the aircraft. According to Raytheon, the upgrades for the F-35 engines are estimated to cost around $2 billion. However, they're projected to result in significant savings of $40 billion over the lifetime of the F-35 program. This represents a substantial return on investment and demonstrates the cost effectiveness of the upgrades. It is important to note that the decision to pursue engine upgrades for the F-35 does not mean the end of the Adaptive Engine Transition Program (AETP). The next generation adaptive engines developed under AETP are likely to find application in the next generation air dominance fighter. The U.S. Air Force has expressed its intention to leverage the findings from AETP efforts into the NGAD's Adaptive Propulsion Program, indicating a continuation of progress in this area. Furthermore, the Air Force's NGAD program aims to expand the jet engine industrial base in the United States beyond the current players, Pratt & Whitney and General Electric. Contracts have been awarded to Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, and Boeing, companies that have not traditionally been involved in jet engine manufacturing. This strategic move reflects the Air Force's objective to diversify and expand the domestic jet engine industry. The F-35's Block 4 version is expected to be a game-changer, pushing the boundaries of 5th-generation fighter design. As the program progresses towards Block 5, further advancements and updates can be anticipated. Additionally, the development of adaptive engines is likely to continue with potential application in the NGAD fighter. Stay tuned for further updates on these exciting developments in the world of fighter jets. That brings us to the end of our video. Have a good day.